Hi, let's look at this question together. Brian had $228 more than Jia Ming. After Brian spent 1/3 of his money, Jia Ming spent 3/3 of his money, 3/4 of his money. The amount Brian had left was 302 more than the amount Jia Ming had left. How much money did Brian have at first? Okay, I'm going to show you or explain to you how do I draw the model, because the moment you can draw the model, solving the question is quite straightforward. Okay, so what I did was, okay, we know that the amount of money Brian left was $302 more than Jia Ming had left. I used the orange color line to represent Brian, what they left. So for Brian is this longer line and Jia Ming shorter line, and the difference is $302. Okay, next I'm going to use the green to represent how much money they have spent. Okay, so Brian spent 1/3 of his money. So if this is how much he left, so he must have spent 1/3. So this is 1B, this must be 2B. Okay, I just use B to represent Brian and J to represent Jia Ming. Okay, so this is 1/3, and Jia Ming spends 3/4 of his money. So if he left with J, here must be 3J. Okay, so what he spent plus what he spent plus what he left must be the initial amount that they have. Okay, so initial amount, it was 228 difference. So I have the word 228 here. Okay, so now you have the model that's ready. The problem is how are you going to solve it? Reason is that if you look at this part, there's nothing much you can do. You only know B, you know 228, but you have this small little green part here which you cannot do anything. But if you look on the left side, this is rather interesting, because you know that from the red line to here is 302. Okay, and from here you can easily draw a line here and says that it's JJ. Okay, so you know that J plus 302 is going to 2B. So from here, it means that you can easily find what is B. Okay, so if you know that this is going to 2B, I can redraw the diagram in another way. Okay, I take the 302, I divide into 2, which is 151, 151. And here, I just break it into 2 units as well. I call it JJ, and this is become UU, and this become 2U. Okay, and since I convert this to 2U, this must be 6U. Okay, now the model is quite clear. You can straight away from here, you can solve what is U. So I have 6U, okay, plus 228, okay, is equal to 302 plus U plus 151. How do I get 302 plus U plus 151? It says that 302 is this whole part plus U plus 151. So it's the top line is equal to the bottom line. And from there, I can straight away calculate it, and U is equal to 45. Okay, once I know U is equal to 45, okay, we can straight away calculate how much Jia Ming have initially, which is 8U times 45 is 360. And since Brian has 228 more, it must be 360 plus 228. So Brian has 588. Okay, hope that helps.